What is health? To study common human diseases, first what is health must be known. So what is health? Physical, mental as well as social well-being is known as, collectively is known as health. Health is complete physical, mental and social well-being of a person. Health doesn't mean disease-free state. It means well-being. What well-being? Physical, mental as well as social. Now coming to what is disease and what is infection. First, let's know what is infection. Infection is, to know infection, first we must know what is pathogen. Pathogen is disease causing agent. Pathogen is disease causing agent, or we can also say pathogen is an organism, living being, which enters into the host, that is another living being, and cause problems leading to infection and disease respectively. Now coming to infection. When a pathogen or more than one pathogen, when pathogen enter into a host and can survive inside the host, that state is called infection. For example, okay, let's talk about disease. After infection, when a specific pathogen starts reproduction inside the host, in the host, and can also control the host to an extent. The situation, again, the state is called disease. Now coming to a common example. We know HIV, that is human immunodeficiency virus. HIV virus or HIV causes AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Now when HIV virus enters inside human beings and they can live, they can survive inside the human host, that stage is called AIDS, not AIDS, that stage is called HIV infection. When HIV starts destroying cells, immune cells, we'll discuss all these in detail later, that stage is called disease, or in this case syndrome. So when a pathogen enters inside a human being or any other living being and can survive inside the host, that is infection. When they start reproducing and controlling the host to some extent, that is disease. Now factors which affect health. Number one, genetic disorder. It can be inborn or it can be transferred during lifespan. Then our environment, or it's better to say lifestyle, that is food or water we take, also our habits like exercise and all. And third one, not the last one, that is infections. Third one is infection. Means entry of a pathogen. Now, what is infectious disease and what is non-infectious disease? The diseases which can be easily transmitted or transferred from one individual to another is called infectious disease. For example, common cold. One person suffering from common cold sneeze, and any person sitting near him can suffer from the common cold. That is infectious. Non-infectious, which are not easily transmitted either by touch or contact, other types of contacts. Non-infectious TIOUS diseases don't spread so easily. Now coming to next point, that is common human diseases. So what are the common human diseases? We can say these are the infectious diseases which is very common, and almost all individuals suffer from few of these. I won't say any of these, but few of these. What are those? Typhoid, pneumonia and influenza, common cold, malaria, ascariasis, elephantiasis or filariasis, same thing, only different name, ringworm, dengue and chikungunya. Now we will study about each disease in detail. Typhoid, it is a type of fever. Causative agent, Salmonella typhi. Salmonella typhi. Now mode of transmission, basically it is food or waterborne disease. So what is mode of transmission? Any infectious disease, it is carried by few agents. It can be food, water or air, or even vectors like insect vectors, for example mosquito. Now coming to symptoms. Sustained high fever. A person can suffer from typhoid fever up to 15 days, or after that, if not treated, then a person can die. Sustained high fever, temperature is above 37 degrees C, then it's weakness, stomach pain, constipation, headache and loss of appetite. I repeat, weakness, stomach pain, constipation, headache and loss of appetite. Now coming to diagnosis. Widal test is a test done to detect presence of typhoid fever, that is presence of Salmonella typhi. If it is present, then a person is suffering, the type of fever is typhoid. Now what is typhoid Mary? There was a famous cook named Mary Mallon who was carrier of typhoid. Means she herself was not suffering from typhoid, but she carried Salmonella typhi and she was a cook. So she spread typhoid in many people for a long period of time, for few decades. That's why she is famous and known as Typhoid Mary. Now coming to pneumonia and influenza. Both of these are fevers, type of fever. Just due to name of causative agent, according to the name it's called. The name of the fever is given. Like pneumonia is caused by Streptococcus pneumoniae, and influenza is caused by Haemophilus influenzae. So pneumonia and influenza both are fevers. According to the causative agent, their name is given. Streptococcus pneumoniae is caused by Streptococcus pneumoniae causes pneumonia, and Haemophilus influenza causes influenza. Now coming to mode of transmission, airborne disease. Airborne, carried by air. When a person, basically all the fevers except typhoid, as it is foodborne disease or waterborne, most of the fevers are causative mode of transmission is air. Now coming to the symptoms. Symptoms, obviously, as I told, it's fever. So a person can suffer from fever up to 3 to 7 days, as you can see here. Sorry, that's for common cold. So symptoms are fever, chills, cough and headache. And in severe cases, so fever, chills, cough and headache. And in case of severe infection or severe disease, in severe cases, lips and fingernails of the diseased or infected person can turn grey to bluish. Now coming to other bacterial diseases include dengue. Sorry, not dengue, it's diarrhea or diphtheria. Diphtheria, also cholera, etc. Now coming to common cold. What is the causative agent? Rhinovirus is a group of virus, not a single one. Rhinovirus group causes common cold. Mode of transmission, again airborne, and symptoms sore throat and most common coughing, sneezing, sore throat, cough, headache. These all are common examples, common symptoms of fever. Nasal congestion, discharge, hoarseness and tiredness also. And this type of fever lasts for 3 to 7 days, and droplets resulting from cough or sneeze of an infected person, if inhaled by other person, it can cause the disease. And also the contaminated object cause infection. So what else? So symptoms, again I repeat: tiredness, sore throat, cough, headache, nasal congestion and discharge, and a person suffers 3 to 7 days.